Well, I've proper knackered me boiler up, and as I said on my previous video, I'm going to send away for a tea urn of all things, yeah, so let's see how that works. However, I don't like throwing away things, so let me do your twizzle and I'll show you what I mean. Look. Now you see there, look, that's my original boiler. I've got one hole in there, one hole in there, one hole in there. I've got three bloody holes, ain't I? One for the tap and two for the kettles, you know, the kettle elements. So I'm thinking to myself, right, I don't like waste. So what I thought I'd do is try and make a mash tun, but insulated. So my thoughts were, I've got me normal mash tun, and I thought what I'd do is try and put that inside the holy one, you know the one I mean, because I've just showed it you, and use some of this stuff, like dolly fibre filler stuff, to put round the outside of the bloody outside of this, if you like, but inside the bucket with the holes in, if I can work it out. And then what I thought I'd do is put a wrapping around the tun itself, and then probably fill a plastic bag or something and then tape it up somehow. So that's my cunning plan. So cue music. Big spanners, and I've took the tap off there, right, because what I'm thinking is this, right, once I get me filter in there, I'd like to be able to take it out to give it a good clean without all of the fluff around it. So my thoughts were, whack that into there like that, take the handle off, take this handle off so it goes in proper. In fact, let's lift it up so I can show it. Yeah. Take the handle off so that I can get at that and put this, put it on and off, so I can just easily take it out, and then wrap the outside of this with insulating stuff. So that's my cunning plan, because I want to be able to clean the inner bucket, if you get me meaning. It's something fairly strong to go around the barrel, if you like, the keg or whatever, what do you call it, the bloody bin, the bin thing, fermenting bin. So I was looking outside, it's been pissing it down a bit, but there's a grain bag outside, look. A grain bag, it's a bit mucky. So what my idea was, you see, because it's got a strong plastic, it's strong inside, turn it upside down, look, inside out rather, and I thought if the bin will fit inside that, I can slit it down there, like, down there, and fill it with stuff in there, so it's in a pocket, if you get me meaning. The bag's too bloody tight around the bin, so I'm going to try two bin liners, one inside the other for strength, so see what happens there. Always thinking, mate, if you know what I mean. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stuff the stuff down here, the filler down here, as even as I can, like. So I've got a ton of this bloody cotton wool stuff, and I'm going to carry on whacking it down there, if you can see. There we go, down there. So I'll come back to you when I've done all down, all the way in, and it's fairly tight, bulging a bit, isn't it? but there's a lot of thickness there. Just hope it's strong enough. Right, I'm going to get some tape round it now, some Boss tape, is it? Boss tape? And cut the holes in it first, where the pipe's got to come out. Doing now, I'm taping the bottom up with this Boss tape, and so it's got a bit of strength at the bottom, and it's flat because a lot of the cotton would come in up, the cotton synthetic, whatever it is. Next was I'd split, cut the bag there, look, so the handle can go in there, and then tape this inside like that. So that's my next job before I do the outside. I started sticking it down, so I've got to make a better job of it, obviously, but the idea is then that will go in there, hopefully. So onward and up. Made an hole in the bag, look, to get the pipe through, but because it's so thick it don't extrude very well. So what I'm thinking is I'll clean a pole in there to make it so I can get at it. I'll show you what I mean. So what I've done next, look, I've got this vacuum cleaner bit, and that fits on there quite snug, right? And then what I'm going to do is have it through the hole in the bottom there, look, and then glue it, if you can see it, around there. Hopefully that'll work. Out a bit too much, put some tape round it. I've not glued it inside because it's quite a tight fit, just a push fit, and it'll allow me to get it in and out alright, so I'll leave it as it is. Get that plastic tube on because I couldn't get my thing bolted up, but if you can see down the edge there, look, let's see if I can get a bit more light to it. See down there, I can just get my spanner to tighten it up, so I'm going to tighten it up. And again, it's when you're pissing about on your own, you can do. Look, what I've decided to do, I quite like the idea of double glazed. So what I've done, I'm putting it in between here as well now, all the way down, and stuffed it down, and took the handle off the bloody thing. And what I'm going to do is tape it up round there now, get the water out, hopefully. Taped it round now, so that's all good, and the handle's there, look, and if I do the lid down, that's the most important bit. Loads of duct tape, so I've just whacked it round it. So all I've got to do now is make the lid, because that's where all the heat's going to go from. That's the body of it done, so now I've got to do the top, and that's the most important thing, I reckon, because that's where the heat will go. So I was thinking of whacking that on the top and sealing it, perhaps, and then, I don't know, putting that over it with some packing in, followed by that somehow. So I've got my thinking head on that, of the filler to go on there somehow. Part of my cunning plan is a bit of cardboard around the dustbin lid, bit of the old foam in there, and then what I thought I'd do, look, is put a bit of bubble wrap over the top, and then push that in there with the bubble wrap, and then obviously tidy it up around the edges and things. So I've got bubble wrap and that foamy stuff underneath, and now I'm just going to wrap it and tighten it up in there. Just tucking those in the edge there, and what I'm going to do now, I think, is put a plastic bag in there somehow and tidy it up a bit. Now to tidy everything up, she is. Might look a bit Heath Robinson. Let's hope it works.